My name is Gus. I'm from Arts by the People, and I've been a teaching artist with Arts by the People for about 8 years now. It's been a beautiful process, doing everything from poetry to hip-hop songwriting with senior citizens, and a lot of theater as well, both in New York and in New Jersey, and some beautiful opportunities around the world as well. I'm very grateful to Arts by the People. A mixed media performance is a beautiful collaboration of people, first and foremost. We bring people together with different stories, different skills, different passions, and we get into a room and we collaborate, we vibe out, we connect with each other's energies, we share what we have to offer, and the most amazing process is all of us bringing our individual selves together into one cohesive piece, whether it's theater or hip-hop or dancing, live painting, so many different ways it could go, performance art, but finding a way for them all to be like a big family while still having their own individual lanes. That's mixed media to me. So the way that these projects come together is actually very, very simple and complicated at the same time. It's very simple because when you get good people together in a room that are just open to share and be transparent with their creative energy, a lot of great things are going to happen naturally. The most challenging part is finding a way that it really translates on stage to something that people can, to a certain degree, follow along with and still receive the message that we're trying to put out, or maybe find their own message. So what would happen is we would all get into the room, and the very first, the basis is us just sharing who we are. I think whenever you collaborate with people, you want to know who you're working with and where they come from. So first it's about personal sharing, and then it's about finding a central theme for the show, a thread that all of our creative work can somehow tie into so that the audience can stay, engaged and feel like they're on a very specific journey with us, even though it's going to go a lot of different ways. So finding that theme and the title for the piece was really important at the early stage because we want to make sure we're putting off a shared idea. After that, a lot of us, it's being free to work how we want to work. So maybe we're going off into our own space and creating pieces. Maybe we're going back into an older piece we already made and finding a way to remix it and twist it to match the current theme. Or maybe it's us collaborating together in the moment to find ways that'll be like, oh, what you're doing right there kind of connects with this piece or this part of my piece, and we can put these together and it'll match up beautifully. So really it's finding any way that people want to rock out with their creative talent and their creative process. Then as we all come together and share our individual pieces, it's kind of like playing Jenga. You want to put pieces, from the bottom to the top or the top to the bottom or whatever, and you don't want to knock the whole thing down. But it's all about just rearranging everything to create some sort of a flow and a progression to the story. So there's a nice powerful opening, a consistent, beautiful, middle, and then really wrap it up really beautifully at the end, so everyone leaves there feeling like, oh, I just went through a beautiful journey with some amazing artists. And then it's just practice, practice, practice at the end, and then when it's time for the show, we just rock out and hope that, we feel great leaving the stage, and that the audience can take away something for their own lives as well. The biggest challenges for a mixed media performance is finding a way to bring all the flavors and make it taste good. It really is a lot like cooking in that if you have, too much of one flavor, maybe it dominates the dish, and maybe if two flavors come together but not in the right way, it won't really come out right. So it's all about I like to call it massaging all the flavors in with each other. And I think the way as artists that we massage those flavors in together is really just being open with ourselves, but also being mindful to reduce our own ego. Understanding that it's not about one person's performance in the show that's going to make the whole show. It's about everyone giving a little bit of themselves, maybe taking up more space in some places, maybe taking up less space in other places, knowing that it's going to add to the overall effect of the show. So I'd say the biggest challenge is just finding a way for everyone to come together so that all of the artists feel fulfilled, which is super important, and that the story still makes sense and has a powerful flow throughout. But when you're working with beautiful people that you know and respect, and you respect their artistry, a lot of those problems get worked out a lot quicker.